do 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 do. Alrighty. Okay, man. Alright. So, it's time for some more of that of the trails from trash. So last time we did quite a bit of questing, and then we also did some main story stuff with a lot of cutscenes with the IBC and meeting Dieter and Maribel for the first times. And now, after meeting up with, and we also met up with Jonah as well. And now we're going to be going to the Stargaze Tower, which is, I believe, to the south of the city near Ursula Road. But there are some optional events that we're going to see first. There's no spot to fish here, huh? Damn. I thought there was. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the SS and talk to Zeit. Grr. Yes, we must leave for a bit. It's very possible that things could become dangerous, though. Tio, what do you say? He says that he knows we are searching for something. Worry not, I can help you, he says. Dependable as always. Indeed, when the going gets tough, Zeit never fails to help us out. Go with haste, your speed is sadly not one of your strengths. Bad dog. Fucking got him. Let's go to the district here and go to City Hall. We're back already. Were you able to complete the task? Yes, it wasn't too bad. It did end up being kind of annoying, though. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Anyway, you're welcome to hold on to the key in case you intend on returning to the Geofront. That way, you don't need to ask me every time you want to enter. Thanks for take you up on your offer. I can't help it, but I'm worried about Jonah. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Hello there, Tio. I've heard this place offers a scrumptious gelato, but I have my doubts. Is he from the Foundation, Tio? I think we should tell him about Jonah. No need. We should keep his secret hidden for now. After all, it serves as perfect blackmail material. Damn, Tio-ta, you just gonna throw him under the bus if he refuses your every whim? That's cold. Ice cold. There's no question that the children of the Epstein Foundation are bold. Tio's a testament to that. Hey there, Frodo. Do 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 do. There we go. Put some more spunk to it. Yeah, feel the rhythm in your waist. All right. Rishi somewhere here. Do do do. Do 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 do. She's somewhere here, I believe, in one of these rooms. Oh, there she is. Is something the matter, Risha? Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm just feeling a bit anxious with the private performance drawing near. Oh yeah, isn't that a thing a week from now? Yes, we'll be applying the finishing touches to the performance starting tomorrow. I must focus and put everything I have into practicing. I don't want to fall behind and become a burden to the others. I want to see if my correct microphone is on. I believe it is, but just to make sure. Ah, it is cool. Alright. Alright, let's go to the IPC and talk to Mirabelle. She's somewhere along here. Probably in one of these floors, I would imagine. The basement or above. Oh, she's above. Okay. I fucking hate that damn song. Alright, let's see here. Welcome to my private room, everyone. Everyone but that shameless smut of yours is welcome here anytime. Looks like she's not losing the stink eye anytime soon. Can't say I'm surprised a queen like herself has her room decked out with fancy looking art. I believe these are all the works of many famous artists. Huh? Excuse me, but what are those things hiding back there? Those are Rosenberg Studio dolls, Lloyd. They almost look like they're alive, don't they? Belle's a bit of a Rosenberg connoisseur. I especially love these precious little darlings. Would you like to give them a close examination? Are you okay with that? This is my first time experiencing a Rosenberg doll up close. The details on the skin are immaculate. I've never seen such a lifelike doll before. For real, the thing's absurd. Wow, this is incredible. I've heard they cost a fortune, but I have to admit, the quality speaks for itself. I don't mind if you touch them either. However, I'll see to it that you repay me in full if they're damaged. Do I make myself clear? Belle, please tone down the scary threats. I'm too terrified to even consider touching it. I was only kidding, dear. Oh, by the way, if you manage to solve the case you're working on, do notify me. I'm interested to see the conclusion. Sure, if you manage to solve the case, that is. I'll be back in soon, Belle. Alright, let's see here. Next up, let's go talk to Harold, who is at the Cathedral of Crackbell. My Persona 5 Royal package is scheduled to come on Wednesday. I really hope that that holds true. Because fuck if I know. Where's Harold? Oh, there he is. Ah, the SSS. I wasn't expecting you to run into you here. It's nice to see you again, Mr. Hayworth. Are you here to pray too? Indeed I am. My wife has made it a habit of hers to come pray whenever she can. I usually have to play hooky, but I decided to make an effort to join her more often. Always the family man, eh? It's impressive how faithful you are despite your busy schedule. I wouldn't put it like that. You know what? Forget about it. It's not like I consider myself an overly pious man to begin with. It's just that I heard that praying can help out in business endeavors, that's all. For real, that's why you're here? Sorry to disappoint. He seems really torn up. Did he come to pray for something in particular? Thank you once again, kind father. Alright, there's one last scene to see. Before we go with more story here, let's go to the Village of Mines. We got a scene with Estella and Joshua. Trails on buses. Do 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 do. If we've learned anything today, we know that he seems like a genuinely respectable man. I guess it really was a misunderstanding on her part, at least that's what I want to believe. I know, he's not a bad man, that much is clear. And I never want to say that it was all her fault. Hey Joshua, what do we do? Everything's okay, Estelle? This isn't something we could solve just like that. We knew that coming in. Remember? Before we came here, we decided to take our time and deal with the whole thing delicately. Yeah, I know. We must be having a serious conversation. It'd be rude to interrupt. Oh, hey everyone. I didn't even see you walk in here on police business? Yeah, more or less. Is it just me, or does it seem like Estelle is some forcing that smile? I noticed too. Her usual optimism is kind of on the fritz. I can't tell whether she's just feeling awkward or if that's genuine sorrow that she's attempting to hide. Well, our break time is up. We gotta get back to the highway. Everyone, keep your heads up. Sorry, I explained what we'd be here for ages. Could you let Estelle be alone for now? It's nothing against you guys, I promise. Alright. So, with that being all said, we are now done with optional events. Oh wait, there is a hidden quest, yeah. It's located in the administrative district, okay. Let's go there then. Gotta talk to Pierre in the CPD. No, no, no! Huh, where in the world is it? The special support section. Go on, scram. Can you see I'm busy? Alright, sorry about that. Does that smell booze? The deputy jackass smells a little more pissed off than usual. I don't particularly enjoy being scolded for the spot of it, so let's escape his temper while we still can. Wait a minute. Have you stumbled across a ring anywhere in the city? It's a wedding ring garnished with the most beautiful carnelian. A wedding ring? Where did this topic pop up from? I don't think so. Have you, Ellie? No, I don't recall coming across anything like that. Same, nada. Likewise, Deputy Director Pierre, did you perhaps misplace your wedding ring? Ugh. Oh, sweet adios, if that woman finds out about this. Sounds like the Deputy Director's wife really has him on a leash. Sir, we could possibly track it down for you if you give us a little bit more information. Really? Something to fuss about, really? Last night I merely lost sight of my wedding ring, and then it's nowhere to be found. Just like I thought, I must have dropped it somewhere in the entertainment district. The entertainment district? Don't give me don't give me those condescending looks. I just went to relax and have a few drinks. Afterwards, I played a few games of roulette at the casino and returned home. That's it. At that time, I'm positive my ring was on my finger. I was a little tipsy, but for some reason, I don't remember anything after I left the Barker Casino. That's the truth, I swear. You don't have any memories after leaving Barca? Huh, no, not a single one. This dude sounds like he blacked out. The smell of booze is still covering him. If he dropped a tiny wedding ring in an area that massive, the odds of finding it aren't in our favor. Yeah, if the deputy director was as drunk as we think he was, the responsibility is entirely his. Excuse us, deputy director, do you have a handkerchief or something similar on you? We might be able to pinpoint your ring's location if we can borrow it. What? Do you have some plan in mind? Yeah, I do, thanks. You've lost me, Lloyd. What do you plan to do with something like this? Well, I thought we could try to use Zeit's nose to track down his scent. He seems to be having a panic attack, so why don't we ask Zeit to help us out later? Hey, we're gonna do just that. There he is. So, should we try asking for Zeit's help? Yes, with Zeit's nose, following the deputy director's trail should be quick and painless, accurate too. We should explain the situation to him and ask if he's willing to cooperate. And so we're really hoping that you'd help us out with this support request. Zeit, do you hear a word I just said? Is that a yes or a no? Maybe he's not interested. No, he's just being difficult. Disappointing a lot. Despite his grumbling, it seems he plans on assisting us. Lloyd, would you please show Zeit the handkerchief? Sure thing. Here you go, boy. This is our target scent. Got it? What an unpleasant smell. Considering how hopeless you are, I shall help. Talk to me when you are prepared to leave. It sounds like he's in. Damn, Zeit really sounds like an old man, doesn't he? Learn to relax, dude. Conducting a search with a police dog. We're proper police officers now, aren't we? The search might take some time, so let's prepare beforehand. Sounds like a plan. Alright. Alright then, our first stop will be the entertainment district. The deputy director claimed he still had it when he left the casino, so our best bet is to start there. Okay, which direction did the deputy director go from here? East, he says. Great, let's try retracing the steps using Zeit's nose. We have to be careful not to miss his ring while we're walking. Hey Lloyd, don't you think it's inefficient for the four of us to search together? We're talking about the entire district here. Wouldn't it make more sense to have Zeit narrow down the location first? Yeah, wouldn't want to waste our energy. Ellie, Randy, you two mind waiting on standby for now? After Tio and I have narrowed down the ring's location, we'll come get you. Sounds like a plan to me, my man. Now, what's this place got in store for Randy today? Wait. He immediately seized the opportunity. There's no point in trying to change him. Anyway, just give me a ring on the editing mode once you're ready, okay? I'll be waiting on standby over at the food cart. Thanks, Ellie. Of course, see you later, everyone. Shall we begin, then? Yep, let's do this. Remember, Zeit, we'll be walking ahead of you, so make sure we don't take any wrong turns. Alright, so we're gonna go to the... fucking Zeit's walking animation, so good. Not this way either? Zeit agrees. Fucking Zeit's walking, it's so good on turbo mode. Oh god. Let's go here. We had to go up the stairs. Looks like this is the wrong way. I think it's down here, I believe. I don't know why they split. Randy's going to go do some gambling, and Ellie is just gonna stand in one spot for the whole time. Yeah, really productive. The deputy director just cut through the hotel after getting drunk. Typical behavior for a drunkard. Yeah, but it doesn't Looked like he dropped anything in there. Zay claims that he went south next. South we go then. Alright, the back alley now. He appears to have tracked the deputy director sent inside the shop. Miss Imelda might be able to help us out. Excuse us, ma'am. We'd like to ask you a few questions about... Oh, the special support section, eh? Finally, fired from the CPD, were we? What? No. Anyway, I'd like to ask you a bit of an awkward question. Did an intoxicated man stumble in here last night? He actually lost something in the area while under the influence. Are you talking about the fox? Now that I think about it, he did reek of cheap wine as he crashed through my door. He was babbling some nonsense and asking him to be forgiven for stealing his wife's savings. He was alone, but complained enough for 3 men. Eventually he left, claiming he was going to drink again. Jeez, he was further gone than we thought, wasn't he? We apologize on his behalf, ma'am. Yeah, it's fine. Tell him that next time he stops by, I expect him to buy one of my finest jewels. If you can't find the wedding ring, he might just have to. Well, we appreciate your help. Have a nice rest of your day, ma'am. That eliminates this location, then. We should continue the search. Definitely. Go to the Garante Jazz Bar. Well, he is a dog, so I imagine he's pretty fluffy. Welcome to Garante. Can I help you with something? I have a potentially awkward question. Did you happen to see the CPD's deputy director here last night? He's a bit on the shorter side. His face resembles a fox. Oh, you must be talking about Pierre. He stopped by for a little while last night. It looked to me like he was dead drunk already, though. The deputy director seems to have misplaced his wedding ring. Do you have any idea as to where he lost it? Not in the slightest. I see. Talk about being blunt. Now that I think about it, he was really throwing a fit about his wife. He even talked about leaving her. On top of that, he kept trying to hit on the hostess all night. I definitely didn't see this coming. An unexpected development. The hostess I'm talking about is Sandra. She's sitting at the counter over there. Why don't you try asking her about it yourself? Good idea. Did he still have his wedding ring on when he was here? We should try to confirm that was Sandra. Excuse me, we're with the Crossbell Police. Let me sleep, Eric. She appears to be asleep. Guess we have no other choice. Excuse me, ma'am! We're with the Crossbell Police? Ah, jeez, what do you want? Sorry to ruin your sleep, but there's something we need to ask you. We heard you spent some time with Deputy Director Pierre last night. Do you remember if he was wearing his wedding ring at the time? Deputy Director? Oh, that fox-faced weirdo who kept trying to hit on me? I told him I only like young men, and yet he went on and blurted out that I am gorgeous, that old geezer did. She's too drunk. I doubt this will get us anywhere. Analyzing the situation, it appears as if she just kept drinking the night away. She reeks of too much alcohol. Besides, that guy treated me to a ton of drinks. Not to mention, he grabbed my hand and fell to his knees, claiming that he'd leave his wife and we'd be together forever and stuff. I'm not really sure how much more this I could take. Can we leave yet? Yes, attempting to coerce any more info may prove fruitless. Hold on a second, didn't he give me something before he left? He gave you something. Oh, this is it? A present for a beautiful maiden, he told me. I kept insisting that he wasn't my type and all, but you kids can keep it. This was not how I anticipated he would find the missing ring. Deputy Director Pierre, you didn't even drop it. Is something wrong? What a disappointing finale. What is your report? Have you actually managed to find it? Yes, sir. We retrieved the ring. Deputy Director Pierre, take a deep breath. Please stay strong. What exactly are you preparing me for? It's just a simple little ring. Do you actually believe me to be afraid of my wife? Well, do you? No, of course not. Anyway, here's our report. And that is how it went. We were fortunate enough to persuade the hostess to return the ring. But what? Surely you must be joking, right? There must be some kind of mistake. I did something like that? Me of all people? This little carnelian beauty fits your description of it to a T. Wild night, eh, Deputy Director? Zaitsuki knows was able to confirm the ring as yours. Well, here's the ring we found. Oh, shit. Good work, you're all dismissed. However, our little encounter is strictly confidential, you hear? Not even Circuit can know, not a peep out of you. Do I make myself clear? Okay, but haven't you forgotten to thank Zeit? Understood. Not to worry, Zeit, we will reward you with handsomely with beef treats later. Oh shit. Beef treats. He is saved by the skin of my teeth. Everything will be okay, Pierre. Dude just instantly chilled out. Wild. I say this case is closed. We shouldn't disturb him anymore. Let's get back to work. An agreeable plan. That's the end of that quest. And that's the final quest for the chapter. So now we're gonna just report this, and then we're gonna go to the Ursula Road and go to the Stargazer's Tower. Hi. Deshane. Alright, there we go. We're doing all the quests and everything. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna go to the Ursula Road. Do. Oh, Jesus, gas. I do have a rod with some. I do have a new rod with new bait, so I think I might be able to gain some new fish here. Let's see. Who knows? I don't know. The guide isn't really it doesn't really have any info on fish. Trout. Not really anything that wild. Ooh, cast again. Nice. I believe that's new. Ah, shit. Suck my dick, swallow my penis. Alright, cool. So the path to the place is down this way. It's or is it down? I think I may be too far south actually. I think it might be a bit earlier here. Let me see. Oh yep, it's down there. Alright. Oh fuck me in the dick. Equals A. Yeah. Cool, so it's a bit up north here, then down this way. Here we go. The Stargazer's Tower is this way, alright? Considering the landmarks, I'm inclined to agree. Well, no way to go but forward. Indeed. Alright, here we go. Oh, my mic's a little too far back. Oh, there we go. Let me see here. Oh, got some beast flesh. Oh, fucking, he walked here? What the fuck? Well, it's fine. I'll just scan this guy with Teal then. Suck on my neck. Let's go down this way first for a dead end. Probably a chest here as well. Yosh! Yosha! Oh, fuck you, Randy. Analyze. Damn, we have status ailments up the ass. Holy shit. we go. Oh, there's a monster chest here, huh? Ooh, that's level 25. We're level 21. Let me see. I want to save and see if I can do this now. We're only there's only 4 levels above. We might be able to win. I don't know. Let's try it out. We'll see what happens. Oh, damn, he resists like everything. Well, okay, that's not good. I'm gonna probably die here, more likely than not. Oh, wait, what? We do one what? What is this bullshit? Oh no. Oh no. What? They're only 4 levels above! How are they doing that much damage? What? What is this oh my god. Okay, well, let's just, blow the game there. That's really weird. Alright, well, that didn't happen. Let's go down this way now. Oh, there's an enemy down there. Tear bomb. And a flash of entrepreneurial inspiration, you decide to pin a nose to the chest. For rent, newly renovated interior, 200 mirror a month. Damn, that's pretty expensive. They ran. Oh, I ran away. Okay. At least I scanned it. That wasn't a two-train fight? Huh. Interesting. Okay, these 2 kits are already scanned already. Got your relaxant there. Let's go behind this guy. Alright, let's see here. That shouldn't be too bad, all things considered. Really? You missed that, Randy? Goddamn. Enigma Crow. Sweet fire, huh? Ooh. Ellie does have impede, which is nice. He really fucked that guy up, holy shit. Let me see here, I'll throw a Magna Blade on this guy here. Fun, eh? Do 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 do. Shoulder. Alright, let's go down this bridge. Let's go up north first. Oh fuck, he saw me. Mina? Makaste? Enigma Cross. I don't know what they're saying, like Enigma something. It sounds like they're saying crow, but they're certainly not saying that. Are they saying go? It sounds like crow to me, I don't know. Mada. Got a little enemy over there, huh? One of those frickin' Morty guys. Frickin' Torty. Oh, 4 of them, nice. Easy. Ooh, a Curia Bomb. How about you do your job and actually arrest someone for once, yourselves in this case? Oh, fucking god, holy shit. fucking rude ass chest, goddamn. Well, let me see here. Ooh, I could go behind you, boy! I just stuck my tongue up your asshole. Alright. Hi! Or no banda. Do a quick little heal up here. There we go. Okay, we got the cask works, nice. Oh great, I'm gonna stay like this forever, aren't I? Oh, yep, sad life there. Ooh, I do want to give cask to someone here. Ooh. Mind two. I think I'll leave Castle on for now. It's a pretty nice one though. Damn, I do want to give it to someone though. Shit. Preferably Tio or Ellie because they cast the most. How's Ellie's like? She has Tyrell. I don't think she really needs. If I take she has okay, good. So honestly, she doesn't really need Tyrell yet. Like that's a little too high up for us right now. Let me give her cast because cast is really good. It really cuts down hard times. Do. So come my pee. Oh fuck. Enigma Crow. Okay, fuck there, boy. Sate do. Axel break for the win. Some dumplings and a prickly seed. Oh, it's real nice, Free. Hi! Okay, fuck nerd. Stargazer's Tower. So this was Stargazer's Tower all along. Wait, is that what I think it is? A Guardian Force car, I think so. Yep, that's one of the CGF's fancy light armor cars. Why the hell is that in a place like this, though? Let us ask then. Oh, it's just here, huh? Who would want to go inside a place like Stargazer's Tower? Maybe some history buff got curious and decided to trespass. Hey! Wait, are you? I knew it. Who would have thought the next time we'd meet would be in a place like this, eh? Lloyd or Andy? Ellie and Tio too. A long time no see, Sergeant Major Seeker. We appreciate all the help you gave us in Maines. Don't mention it. So what brings the SSS to Stargate's Tower? This isn't exactly a common place for people to visit. Well, sure, sorry, we've got something to take care of. But what's the deal with the barricade? Apparently someone decided to destroy it for who knows what reason. The whole point was to keep people from entering the tower. Given its age, someone could really get hurt in there. Anyway, I found the barricade like this during my regular patrol. You don't say. How convenient that it was demolished today. Yeah, I think it was our perp. It must have been. Perp? You'll have to fill me in. Well, here's the gist of it. An assassin from the Eastern Quarter. That's right. We received a message from him saying that he'd be waiting for us in the tower. I thought we might as well take a look, but it looks like he was serious about waiting here for us. Can't believe this is happening. Well, what's your plan? I assume you aren't here to fall for his bait, so do you have anything else up your sleeve? We were actually going to do exactly that. What do you mean? You're dealing with an incredibly dangerous criminal. This is gotta be some kind of trap. Go ahead, purpose peep first. We should contact Deputy Commander Bales and request backup for the time being. Nah, this guy's a pro. If you roll in here with an army, he'll just run away, you know? Smaller unit is the right call. That's a fair point. In that case, I won't stop you. However, since I'm responsible here, allow me to assist. You want to help? Sergeant Major, are you allowed to do that? As you know, this tower is under the Guardian Force's jurisdiction. I'll be neglecting my duty if I let you wander into the Lion's Den alone. Besides, it's the least I could do, since you're always looking after Fran. Sergeant Major Noel Seeker of the CGF, locked and loaded. Oh, wow, thank you. To be honest, Fran's usually the one taking care of us. I honestly forget Fran's a character, like he has, like, no presence. Hey, the more the merrier, right? I've heard Noel is here as a beast in combat, so let's use the help. I concur. Having backup could improve our combat capabilities immensely. The question is whether or not Yin will be put on edge because we have a CGF officer with us. Surely one person wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I think we're safe. I'm looking forward to working with you, Sergeant Major. Likewise. And now Noel's here. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So, what shall I do here? Fuck if I know. Oh, she's level 18, huh? Oof. Okay, I'll just leave her alone for now then. What, you mean like destroy the tower? I don't think it's wise to do that. Noelle is actually, in my opinion, the least bad crossbow character. In Azure, she does have, like, her whole character gets really fucked over, sadly, but of all the characters and of the crossbow cast, she's the one I dislike the least. Oh well, no, I do like Randy. I do think Randy's pretty good, but aside from Randy, Noelle is like the next in line for me, like for who I like as a character. This place is something else. It's tremendous. If I recall, this tower was built during the Middle Ages. And it's my imagination, or are those fireflies floating about? No, I see them too. It's been nearly 10 years since the tower was cordoned off. Truth be told, I always thought it'd be smart to conduct another investigation of this place. I doubt that would go over well with your chicken shit commander. I can picture him saying, Sergeant Major Noel Seeker, that would be a waste of our precious budget. Impeccable impression. He was your superior when you were in the CGF, right, Randy? I sure am lucky to work under Deputy Commander Bales. I doubt I could handle him instead. Hell, that bastard's one of the reasons I became a cop, actually. Huh. Hell, wait a minute, Randy. Didn't you say you lost your job at the Guardian Force because of your excessive flirtatiousness? Yeah, you definitely mentioned that. Well, I guess there was that too. Oh, that's odd. My friend stationed at Belgard Gate never once brought up Randy acting like a playboy or anything like that. What? Yeah, well, you'd be surprised how complex relationships can be. It's only up to you? I think so. This tower appears to be different from every other place we've investigated thus far. How so? Yeah, you're a little vague there. Earth, water, fire, wind. Along with those 4 basic elements, I'm detecting the presence of the higher elements here as well. So in other words, the 17 elements, aka like half of the locations in Cold Steel. Precisely. A lot of monsters have weaknesses to earth, water, fire, and wind arts, correct? Under normal circumstances, the higher elements, time, space, and mirage, are very powerful, but no monsters are weak to them. This place appears to follow a much different rulebook. Well, I'm not an Oracle expert, so I can't claim to understand everything you just said, but to sum it up, arts aren't going to act like they usually do, right? Yes, that's the general idea. Is this Cold Steel Part 1.5? Wait, do you hear that? Monsters. You have some like Dark Souls looking enemies here. Look out! What are these? You're kidding me, and today was going so smoothly. Save the complaints for later, here they come. So we got some more fancy turn orders here. Oh fuck, he's a death turn? Oh fuck off. Okay, I'm just scanning this guy. Alright, cool. So they're weak to... Ooh, they're weak to time arts, huh? Well, Ellie does have Soul Blur, which is something, I guess. I don't know. Wait, are they immune to blind? They are, damn. Well, they resisted, which I assume means they're also immune to it. What's that command that Ellie has there? I have no idea. What is this? I'll just do another Soul Blur here. So, that death turn is really shitty. I'm gonna just use an S-Craft during that, because honestly, fuck that. Ah, fuck. Ooh, you missed, you boy! Not too bad. Here we go. Take you down, there we go. Alright, not too bad. Soul Blur or something, at least. Banish the death turn. Oh, there we go, you're done. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Oh, we've got 2 battle scopes there, nice. What the hell were those things? They definitely weren't your run-of-the-mill monsters, that's for sure. And I don't think it's possible for a person to move around in that bulky armor. Were they ghosts? It's hard to tell. All I could confidently say is that they weren't controlled by orbments. It's possible they were golems created by alchemists from the Middle Ages. Sounds like a stretch to me. How could something from way back then still move like that? You think these might be traps laid out by our friend Yin? I can't say for sure. At the very least, we've confirmed what Tio said before the fight. Right, something about that battle felt strange. Time, space, and mirage. Are they the reason, right? Yes, there must be some sort of spiritual disturbance here. I cannot provide much more info than that without the proper equipment. I knew it was a bad idea to leave this place unchecked. Everyone, we should head further in. I plan to conduct a thorough investigation of this tower no matter what. You can count us, Sergeant Major. Alright. So, time, space, and mirage, blah blah, I know all about those. Okay. Unfortunately, the map here is non-existent, because that's great game design there. Give this floating axe guy. There we go. I just got over here. Bandes. The game is progressing. We need to add another mechanic. Yeah, we are at the end of chapter 2 here, like, and there's only, I believe, like 2 left? Like 2 full-fledged chapters left, so, you know, have to throw in something new at some point, right? I'll get fucking nerd. Alright. Reviving bomb. Please take a seat and wait your turn. I'm a very busy chest. I'm the chest executive officer, after all. Catepioi. Ooh, a death turn. That's pretty orgasmic. Let's go fuck some shit up, Randy. Oh, damn, he resisted it? Oh, that's fucking BS. Do. Let's see, they're slightly weak to time. Not by much, though. spawn, Oh no, all support turn, Ayo! Oh, this is fucking Pog. Ayo, Pog! Speed down, nice. You fucking nerd. Hi. These guys are tinky as dicks, holy shit. Really, that didn't kill him? Alright, sure. What the fuck? Die! There we go, oh my god. Oh, Tio does no damage with that. Okay, I see. Let's go behind here now. Let's go here. Second floor. This place isn't actually that, like, all that big, honestly. From what I recall when I first played it. Years ago. Don't see me, please. Oh, shit. A. Chancey-o. Ooh, party rush. Fuck yeah, boys. Ikimasu. Soto. Pretty easy, alright. Yeah, Tio kind of hurt some of these guys with her staff because of its elements, I believe, or I think it's just how her staves are. Yeah, I think it's I think just Tio just can't physically attack some of these guys. Yosha! Omakase. Ikimasu. Beans, Amber boys. One down. Ikimasu. Mada. Ooh, a U material drop. That's pretty good. I hear the Strega Corporation made a job offer to Noelle. Please look forward to the latest in Zemurian footwear, Noelle sneakers. That has to be a reference to something. I'm not sure what it is though. Damn, early shit. I don't think I can really avoid a... Oh wow, I got a preemptive strike there, wow. Yosh? Sateto. Yeah, she does no damage for that, okay. Ooh, Noelle's level 19, though she won't really be staying with us here. I haven't been open in 500 years. I could finally move on to the next life. Thank you. Goddamn. That's pretty deep. Oh, I think that's the right way to go, maybe? Let's go over to that door we didn't go through yet then. At least I assume so. Oh yeah, there's a chest here. A monster chest indeed, even. Alright, let's see here. Randy, what shall we do with you, my friend? That's pretty good, honestly. I don't think I really have to do much more than that. Omakase. Ikimasu. Okay, at least damage those floating axes there. There we go, nice. Enigma Kuro. Just wait here. Well, I don't want to interrupt those marks. Oh shit! Damn, no, I'll pog. Oh fuck! Tio died. Oh shit! Time to use a reviving bomb. I have a lot of those, thankfully. Everyone's leveled up from that. Nice. Got some stamp jumpers. Pog. Got some new boots. Ooh, more defense, huh? You don't say. Ooh, oh, that's pretty low defense, actually. Yeah, I'll give him to Lloyd. What do you say when your divine wolf sneezes? Good hound zates? What the fuck? That's okay, sure. That's kind of that's stretching it a little bit there, Geofront team. Just a little bit. Aw, shit. Is that? I don't think I get the joke. Like, good hound zate. Like, okay, like, is that funny? I don't know. What they don't. Have to have Tio build back up her CP here. Oh, Chad Lloyd dodge there, nice. Alright, now let's go behind, all the way around, up those stairs. Here we go. The third floor. I missed Zin. Yeah, wait, who is Zane? Or is that? Yeah. Well, I do miss Zin. Yeah. He has not been in any game from Sky Third up until the end of Cold. Like he's not in Crossbell at all. He's not in any Cold Steel games at all. Like they mention him in Cold Steel 4 once, I believe, or like more than one. Like they do talk about him in Cold Steel 4 like very briefly, but that's kind of it. Shadow Piece, huh? Oh, his name got changed? Huh. I don't remember that. Oh shit. I don't recall that happening. Huh. And oh, I didn't even see that guy. Yeah, I don't recall that. Oh, that's weird. But yeah, because the next arc is gonna most likely be Calvard, and because Zen is from Calvard, you know, like, I'm expecting to see him. You do see, Kilika, like, sometime, like, you see Kilika in Crossbell, I believe, at some point. I don't know which game it is. I'm not sure if it's this game or the, next game, but you do see Kilika for a little bit. Zen you don't see at all, though. You don't see him or, I forgot what the guy from Oro Boris's name is, like, the guy who knew, like the guy who knew Zin and the guy who knew Zin and Kilika, like he's like brown skinned. I forgot. I think it's Wallace. Yeah, him. You don't like we haven't seen him in like God knows how long too. Like same as Zin. That's not for now. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, he's coming. Tio's so confused. Oh, Walter. Yeah, there we go. That's his name. I honestly found it like the big issue that I have with Trails, aside from Crossbell, is damn, there's a lot of things here. Wow. Like the one the one real issue I have with Trails is like aside from Crossbell is that I feel like the antagonists are like very like bare bones, uninteresting, like very like bland, you know, like they are a couple of really good villains like Osborne and Crow. I found Louis to be pretty damn great, honestly. Blue Blanc is at least interesting. But I feel like the vast majority of them are just like not at all engaging. Like Walter was very. I thought he was very like like. He just like his only real trait was that he had a really bad attitude. I don't know. Like I feel like with the way a lot of the antagonists are written, like they just are just always like very condescending and have a very like nasty attitude, and that's kind of it. You know, like some of course, like there are like some that aren't like that, of course, but like a fair amount of them feel very identical because of because of just how they talk and stuff, you know. Like Campanella, he's kind of interesting, I guess. I don't know. He also has that really annoying condescending speech tone, which just makes him not very fun to hear talk, you know. And that's also a big reason for why I hate Crossbell so much. Honestly, every villain is like that. There's no interesting villain in Crossbell, in my opinion. They're all pretty they're all pretty damn bad. And it really gets honed in on in Azure just how you see a lot more of the villains in Azure, and they just aren't really all that great, in my opinion. Sky, I didn't really mind Wiseman too much because he was the first real antagonist from the society that you really dealt with, right? And saw full fledged in the series. So him having that attitude, I didn't really mind too much. But so many characters, so many antagonists have that very annoying, condescending tone that just isn't really fun to read or hear. France Seeker's in the wrong world to be seeking France. Okay. I think you know of Shirley at least, Frodo. So Shirley and her father are antagonists, and they're both in. I don't think they're in this game. They're in Azure for sure. I forget if they're in this game though, but they're pure examples of really just bland, uninteresting antagonists that like to fight. Hey, oh, what do you know? And that's kind of it, you know. And they just have a really bland attitude. Shirley likes to grow up girls. Oh my god, how amazing is that, right? I don't know, there isn't really a trait for a lot of these antagonists that I can really appreciate or respect, you know. A lot of them feel very, very one-dimensional, honestly. I think Blue Blanc is the perfect mix of it, because he doesn't go he doesn't go out of his way to shit on you, right? You can tell there's there's more to his character than what you're seeing. Oh, nice job there. But he never he's rarely ever in your face shitting on the characters how Campanella and Shirley and a lot of the other antagonists do. I do hope they improve. Well, Cold Steel really improved upon that, honestly, because Osborn's a really great villain. Crow is really, really good. Duvlik's also really good. I don't want to talk about the CS3 and 4 guys. Oh, I forgot that Walter did that shit. I forgot he fucking broke the castle gate with one hand. What a Chad. You know what they say? I wanna know. I've always been here. Yeah, that's sad. I don't Cold Steel really broke the mold, I think, with the villain, which I really, really like, you know, Osborn, I'm going the wrong way. I'm pretty dumb. Osborn, I think Osborn is probably my favorite antagonist in the series. It's and 3 and 4 really do help that, but in 1 and 2 he has a very good presence as well. I really enjoy his character. Oh fuck. It's kind of like why I like Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts, because even though Xehanort is also like the antagonists in Kingdom Hearts are very guilty of oh, Wiseman got fucked up in 3rd. Oh my god. Wait, man, the end of Sky's 2nd chapter with I was about to call Kevin Zach. With Kevin there was freaking pog as shit. like I found Wiseman like as a character, like he's just like not interesting. Like oh like I think he's a really like great like first villain to have, but like I don't know. Like, I didn't really find him that like all that great. Like I don't really consider like Alan. I don't really consider Richards to be an antagonist. Honestly, like he changes so drastically, like in the like after FC, that I don't really consider him an antagonist like at all. Like in FC, even like he didn't even really feel like one to me. Like he was just kind of like, oh yeah, I believe in this and that's that. But like he didn't really feel like the same level of shittiness as like Shirley, fucking Shirley, man, or Sigmund, you know. Well, you don't know Sigmund yet, but yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Like, I like Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts because even though, like, he's very, very, guilty of doing the whole, like, annoying, condescending, like, one-dimensional, like, tropes that a lot of, villains and trails do, they really do help with that with young Xehanort. Young Xehanort, I think, well, I mean, it's a very unpopular opinion, but, young Xehanort really fixed a lot of the issues I had with Xehanort. And like a lot, and also with a lot of the flashbacks you see with young Xehanort as well, I think really help expand Xehanort's character. Honestly, oh, that's Spanish. Okay. Do. Yeah, there is an antagonist in Crossbell. Like, I forget which game he appeared. Like, I believe he's only seen in Azure, but I think even fans of Crossbell dislike this guy. Like, his name is Novartis. Like, I forgot it for the longest time, but yeah, he is by far I think even fans of this game of Crossbell dislike that guy because he offers nothing of value as a character. You know, like, it would be really cool if, like, if the antagonists were, like, all written in, like, the same level of quality as, like, Crow or Louis. You know, like, that'd be freaking pog as shit. Oh, fuck. Dude, sorry, just one more left. Nice. Oh yeah, Frodo. So I've been playing through Bravely 1 again, because I haven't played it in, like, God knows how long. And I've also forgotten, like, almost all of the plot, and I'm honestly really, really loving that game. Like, I wonder how bad it's gonna be when I hit the time... When I hit the time loops again, because I recall really just, like, not enjoying that part at all. When I was playing it myself, I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing the sequel more because I really enjoyed the sequel more, honestly. Tear bomb. Upon further inspection, you found a Zerum capsule. Pff, you wish, man. I wish. I really do wish. Oh fuck. Here we go. Do that. I think we're near the end of this tower here, actually. I believe this is the final full-fledged floor. We are kind of close to getting another level at least, which is nice. Oh, we are at the end, I believe. Okay, cool. So, up here I believe is where the story is, so we're gonna go down that way first. Let's do a quick heal here, though. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Alright. Osha! There we go. You know, so I have a confession to make here. Oh fuck, this is not good. Oh no. Okay, okay. God damn, it's so fucking confusing. Oh my god. Oh, thank God for Noel. Okay. So, I have a confession to make, right? So, I have someone who recently played through. God, sorry. Um, I know someone who recently played through Zero, right? Who recently beat this game like today, right? And they know a lot of people who enjoy, like, who really love crossbar, right? Like, they know a lot of people who are part of the crossbar cult, as I like to call it. Like, I honestly like to call the Falcon fanbase the crossbar cult quite often because, well, not the whole Falcon fanbase, like just the Trails part of the fanbase, obviously. But I I like to call it that because like, oh my god, because so like I talked about, I believe I talked about how if you don't enjoy crossbow, like it's a pretty grave sin in their eyes, right? And how you get really like just like shat on unanimously. Um, but like my friend recently completed these fucking death chairs are really bad. Um, my friend recently completed this game here, right? And oh fuck you. And something the guy said, well, I won't say verbatim because, you know, I don't want to expose these people, but these people were acting like, oh, you know, like, I knew you would change your mind, like, I knew you would think this way now, right? Like in a very, like, cult-like mindset, and, like, I think my name for the fan base, like, the Crossbell Cult, is a very fitting name for them. I think it's a very, like, fitting name. Oh my god, like, he's been showing me screenshots, and it's like, I can't really, like, it's hard to deny it, honestly. Let them say that if you kill 777 Shining Palms and come back here, you'll find this chest still empty. Down. That's pretty fucked up. God, I fucking hate the goddamn Falcon fanbase, oh my god. I don't want to spend all of my streams talking about them though, but, you know, like, it's what comes up naturally first. Oh, there we go. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna do quick heal here. Then we're gonna go upwards on the main slope. Jeez, like, I have personal issues with the actual team who made this, but, like, you know, I don't want to disrespect them, obviously. Like, I am playing their fucking translation, right? Like, I don't want to, like, shit on them. What even is this room? I've never seen bookshelves this big. Is that some sort of artillery spear? It said that this tower was constructed by the powerful alchemists of the past. Look, you, that black outfit. It's about damn time you came out of the shadows. I've been waiting for you. And I see you brought along a fifth wheel as well. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm just here as backup, don't mind me. Very well. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Special Support Section. I am known as Yin. Allow me to thank you for agreeing to my requests. I imagine getting here was no small feat. Yeah, it wasn't easy. You've had us running in circles for a while now. The monsters didn't make it easy either. Do we have you to thank for that too? I assure you those strange beings were wandering in here long before I found them. In order to maintain my edge, I searched for a hunting ground worthy of my skills. I eventually found this tower, but it has proven more interesting than initially thought. So it wasn't your doing after all. I think it would be difficult for one person to fill the entire tower with those monsters, even for someone like Yin. Now, I know you must have a multitude of questions for me, but before that, allow me to administer the final test. Test? What are you planning? This does not interest me. Do you possess the strength to fulfill my request? Come at me with all your might. Here we go. He does not appear to be bluffing. I'd like to say we got this in the bag because of our numbers, but keep your eyes open, guys. This guy's the real deal. No holding back now, guys. Right, let's give it everything we've got. Huh, I see you've struck the flames of your fighting spirit. Prepare yourself, SS. You know, I wonder when she will. Ah, shit. Oh, that did jack shit for damage. Alright, I'll take it. Mina! Let's see. Alright, pretty much neutral to everything, alright. You know, that's about what I expect from a humanoid trails boss. The song's pretty good, but it's a real shame that the character is not really all that great. Let me see here. Let me see if this even works on her. I doubt it. Ah, shit. Oh, it did work. Nice. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, this craft she has. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad actually. Ooh, party rush command. Huh? Ooh, that's pretty orgasmic. I could just do a holy bullet for now. No need to do an S-craft yet. Delay maybe? Damn, I was hoping to get that team rush there. Oh damn, she really fucks up there. Holy shit. Alright, let me see here. Ellie. Let's do this in case. Oh, she's done. Alright, cool. That was pretty easy. I was careless there, but we still got through it. How about that? Did we beat him? I need some rest. Well, at least we don't have to worry about this guy anymore. No, I wouldn't get your hopes up. What do you mean? That man over there has quite the keen senses. What? Some sort of talisman? When did he even... He went completely under my radar. Letting a double take care of things while you kick back and observe the fight, eh? Might be a handy power, but I can't say it's very courteous. If I somehow offended you, you have my sincerest apologies. However, the fact that you could keep up with my movement during the battle, your sharp eyes are most impressive. Well, my common experience over the years hasn't been for nothing. Up for another round? Huh, I'll respectfully decline. I can't deny it. Your strength is first class. At our level, we can't even hold a candle to you. With that in mind, what business do you have with the SSS? Oh, but Lloyd Bannings. Surely you must have some idea, no? Huh? Lloyd, what does he mean? Fucking Christ. Oh, I researched you. Your investigative aptitude is nothing to scoff at. Oh damn, apparently she scans, and those are separate, apparently she summons clones, which are separate scans, which... Too bad I missed out on those. Well, it's not, I don't really care, it's fine. You should understand what I'm after. I do. Your request is likely about one thing. The mysterious threat letter that was sent off to Arkan CL for Ilya. That's your aim, isn't it? Precisely. But what exactly do I want to talk about regarding that letter? I know what you're referring to. The author of the threat letter? It wasn't you, was it? What? You serious? Don't tell me. Indeed. The yin you see before you did not send that letter to Ilya Platier. The true culprit's a copycat. Looks like my hunch was right. Something felt off when we were conducting the investigation. The legendary assassin Yin, a demon hailing from the eastern quarter. The deeper we dove into the investigation, the more the fog surrounding you lifted. However, the threat letter struck me more as a bluff than the real deal. Even Ilya herself brushed it aside, thinking it was no more than a prank. That's right. Ilya Platier is a genius. She most likely realized that the true target behind the threat wasn't her. Behind the threat letter wasn't her. That being the case, why was such a thing being sent to Arkan CL in the first place? I'm not sure if I have the full grasp on the situation, but couldn't it just be a simple prank by someone who doesn't like the truth? No, we can't. No, we can limit the suspects to people who knew that Yin had come to Crossbell, Heiwei, Ravache, the First Division, and any of their associates. Oh, is that so? When you put it like that, the odds of this being a prank do seem incredibly low. Correct again, Banning. Still, it's impossible for Arkan CL's new show to get cancelled over a lone threat letter. What is curious is that the letter made sure to target Ilya directly by name. As a result, the First Division became involved and began to take extreme safety precautions. Precautions that cover the possibility of her being targeted during the show. In other words, the true culprit behind the threat letter created this diversion in order to accomplish some other goal, or perhaps to allow himself time to prepare for said other goal. That is a likely scenario. I'd like to make a formal request. Uncover the culprit who stole my name and thwart his plan. Excuse me? Being sort of a selfish bastard there, aren't you? Huh. Think what you want of me, but you'd be foolish to ignore this. Controller, please. Oh boy. There we go. I too haven't the slightest idea of who he is or what he intends to accomplish, but surely you could see that someone is in his crosshairs, no? Maybe so. That very well may be the case, but why go out of your way to ask us for help? Why not do it yourself? Despite my appearance, I'm somewhat preoccupied. Dealing with Ravache alone keeps me plenty busy. I'm sure it does. Oh. So you really are assisting Heiwei with their fight against the Mafia. Do you enjoy this, knowing that we can't do anything about it? Calm yourself, Bannings. We'd rather avoid the guild, so we're careful not to involve any citizens in our bouts. Well, Heiwei is at least. The end. In any case, I will not allow someone to use my name without consequence. SSS, will you accept my request? Fine. We'll stop the true culprit from carrying out his plan, but don't think we're doing it for your sake, Yin. That suits me. But where do we even begin? We have no leads, no idea who the culprit is, and no motive. I might have a lead for you. If the culprit's plan truly does involve Arkan CL, he must be planning to act on either the opening day of their performance or the day of their private performance. Those days would be the ideal for the culprit, yes. I was thinking the same thing, man. If he wants to have a good time, he'd probably go for the opening day, you know? Then again, he might want to make his move while he's surrounded by a ton of influential figures at the preview performance. Precisely. I ask you to stay vigilant on both of those days. You will have to outwit the 1st Division in order to be able to patrol the theater during the 2 performances. Once you accomplish that, respond accordingly to whatever may transpire. Easier said than done, but still, you have a point. Getting access to the theater shouldn't pose a problem as long as we ask Arc and CL for permission. The real challenge will be trying to deceive the 1st Division. Indeed, it is highly probable that they would kick us out at a first sight. We'll just have to be quick on our feet when we cross that bridge. Oh boy, there we go. What's important here is that you've complied. With that, I take my leave. I'll be expecting good news. Yen, wait a second. And there she goes. Stop! Don't move. Don't think you're getting away. It's some pretty epic chasing. It's a pretty epic chasing there. Wow. We finally made it to the top. Where the hell did that bastard run off to? Tio, scan the area. Roger. Access. What? Did you find him? I'm detecting a weak signal, but it's coming from the ground floor. He must have jumped directly off the roof. Jumped? Impossible. He's a monster, alright. Why's my dad so loud? What's happening there? Well, this was an unexpected turn of events. Always on the phone, of course. Okay, well that's standard dad. This Yin isn't someone to be taken lightly. Good work, everyone. I just wish I could have been of more help. I forgot how kind of worthless Noelle was there. I thought she had more, like, intriguing lines during that segment, but I guess I remembered it wrong, huh? You supporting us throughout the tower was more than enough. I kind of forgot she was even there, to be honest with you. Agreed, you helped us out big time. You were even gracious enough to transport us back to the city. We appreciate it, Sergeant Major. Really, you're very welcome then. Remember, you can contact the guardsman at Tangram Gate if anything ever comes up. I'll give a report of what happened once I return to the Deputy Commander. Perfect, we'll leave that to you then. See you later. Right, goodbye everyone. Next on the agenda, we'll be providing security for Arc and CL's private performance this weekend, alright? Shall we return to the SSS and figure out our plan of attack? We need to contact the troop anyway. First, we will need to ascertain how the 1st Division intends to handle security detail. The Chief could probably do some research if we were to ask. Sounds like you're going to be busy, eh? Soon after the Special Support Section contacted the Arc and CL and figured out their plans for security at the private performance. It was decided that Lloyd and Ellie would take care of the theater's interior, keeping an eye out for any suspicious individuals or happenings. And as for Randy and Tio, they would be stationed outside of the theater, conducting surveillance. Finally, on the day of the private performance, you know, because we're gonna skip all that, you know, very valuable character time. For these already really bland cast, oh my god. Even Mayor McDowell came to watch the performance. Alright. Didn't he say something about supporting the new production to the best of his ability? That's right, Grandfather has been a fan of Arc and CL since its inception. I'm sure he's looking forward to your debut, Ricia. Really? I hope I don't let him down. Honestly, I don't like Ricia in this outfit. I think it's the headpiece. I don't know, I think it really just kind of kills the look in my opinion. But more importantly, do you think what Yin said will hold true? We can't say for sure. Still, I think there's a good chance it might. Fortunately for us, the first division will be keeping watch, so Ilya should be safe. That's a relief. You know, was it really okay not telling Ilya everything that happened? I think the troop leader's worried about the same thing. And no, it's okay. All I want is for Ilya to shine like a star, like the star she is for tonight, without any unnecessary worries dragging her down. That's what that's what all of us here at Arcacia want. You really admire Ilya. Why is that? As you might know, I was forcibly invited to the troop by her. Despite my circumstances, I am happy. After all, until I came to Crossbow, I only walked the path that I was destined for. You were destined for. Soon after, I was positively charmed by her performances. I thought to myself, who knew that someone could shine this brightly without once looking back? Perhaps I ended up admiring her because of how unreachable she is. We all have people like that, Ricia. But she's not unreachable, is she? Oh boy, here we go. What do you mean? You played the role of the Moon Princess for this production, and yes, maybe the role is elevated by the ratings of the Sun Princess, but coming from someone that doesn't watch many plays, I believe both of your acts are superb. I know you'll shine brightly one day by your own mirror, not Ilya's. You think so? Definitely, and I'm sure that's the reason why Ilya invited you in the first place. We hit a barrier. Oh my fucking god, Lloyd. Jesus Christ. We hit a barrier in this case, but we still managed to get this far. We intend to see this through to the end. So, we want you to tackle the show with everything you've got, Aricia. I will. Well, it's time for me to go. Good luck to you. Leave it to us. Break a leg, Aricia. Well, you think we should stand by somewhere else until they start? What's wrong? I don't know what I expected. Oh boy, here we go with the harem shenanigans, boys! I swear, will you ever learn to be self-aware? Or will you always be this impolite? Wait, what? Never mind, forget I said anything. Anyway, you clearly went and made a promise to poor Ricia. Let's solve this case, no matter what, okay? Of course. So we gotta do some talking here. Trails from Zero. Oh god, I didn't realize, I didn't remember how, oh my god. I forgot how badly those sprites in the audience look, holy shit. Everyone, we apologize for the delay. The curtain will now rise for Arc&CL's breathtaking new production, Golden Sun, Silver Moon. Please enjoy the show. The country of Ra, an ancient kingdom that prospered under the blessing and love of the divine goddess. Ever since the birth of Ra, the decision of who was to rule the country was held in the hands of soaring dancers known as princesses. These princesses, and interested with the will of the goddess, brought to light the true, righteous ruler of Ra by competing at the Star Sanctuary. However, ulterior motives lie in wait, leading influential figures to support different princesses, treating the holy ceremony as a trivial game. At that time, the Sun Princess, renowned as the greatest dancer of their era, arrived at the Star Sanctuary. You know, honestly, like that, this is a far more interesting plot than the Crossbell games. Then I watched this amazing PSP performance here. Alright, well, thank God we don't have to watch that whole entire, boring performance there. Sounds like it started. The enthusiasm is electrifying. It's a shame. I would have loved to have been able to watch it too. I'm jealous of the First Division. I'm not so sure about that. I can't imagine it's easy to focus on security while such an amazing play is being performed. I feel like we actually got the better deal, to be honest. You may be right. Shall we start patrolling the theater then? The First Division are already keeping tabs on the audience, so let's go and investigate elsewhere. Sounds like a plan? It's Lloyd, can you guys hear me? Loud and clear, boss. Has it commenced then? Yeah, we're about to start patrolling the inside of the theater. You two keep a close watch on the perimeter. Roger. Zay has graciously offered his assistance, and so we'll be fine. How generous of him. I'll give you a call if we spot anyone fishy. Don't let the play distract you. Wouldn't want the First Division to steal the spotlight, eh? You don't have to worry about that. Let's get started, Ellie. First, let's check in with the staff and see if they've noticed anything out of the ordinary. Understood. Sounds like the performance has begun. I would greatly appreciate if nothing were to happen. We don't have time to leave the theater. Let's leave the outside to Randy and Tio and focus on securing the interior. Everything looks alright so far. Man, Ilya's incredible. I mean, I already knew she was, but this is just... wow. I completely agree. We should look elsewhere. If we continue to watch, we may end up staying for the entire play. Yeah, you're probably right. Everything looks good in the S section seats. Honestly, I doubt we'd have anything to worry about with Dudley there. He's a fine detective, that's for sure. Let's head to the next area. Here next. What enthralling gameplay here. It's the box for special guests. Will everything be alright with only one officer keeping watch? At least Ernest is there to protect Grandfather. If anything were to happen, I'm sure he could deal with it. You think so? So here next. All the artists have now entered the backstage area. It's time for the real show to begin. All I can do is pray for their success. There's a sign, huh? Not sure which one they're talking about. What's the guy referring to? This one, maybe? Oh, that's not a sign. Oh, are they referring to this hallway? I'm guessing they are, right? Yeah, they are, okay. To our guests, please do not enter while the stage is in use or conceal. Looks like a lot of the First Division was stationed backstage. We could leave this area to them. We should focus on patrolling the interior of the theater instead. Let's go with that. Alright. Oh, there we go. Does that mean? Yes, that should conclude the first act. Thus, the Sun Princess, supported by the mighty tribe of the Sun, had to be opposed. In response, the new princess answered the call and entered the celestial ceremony. She was known as the Moon Princess. Effectively splitting the governance of Ra in two, she was raised by the tribe of the Moon. Jesus, this is fucking long. Holy shit. Sounds like the second act is starting. Rishi is giving it her all. True, her debut scene was met with thunderous applause. Shall we make another round, Lloyd? Definitely. You know, we have to do this like what we just did with patrolling 2 more times, counting this time. And I really don't know why they placed priority on doing this, because even though it's part of the monotony of being part of the police, it's not fun to play at all. They should have had more scenes prior to this with the team, and hell, even with Dudley prior to this whole thing, right? Like that would have been far better in my opinion. Going to second act, should be fine. I don't think I have to really read this dialogue here. Nothing wrong here. Illy is one thing, but Rishi is no less amazing, to be honest. Agreed, those two are completely in sync with each other. She truly has the presence of a genuine moon princess when basked in silver light. I also feel like it being on the PSP really does kind of kill the scene. Like, I don't want to, like, blame the technology for this, but, like, honestly, like, I feel like if they really wanted to wow you, if this were on a console, it would prove far more effective. Because it doesn't really look... because, like, especially playing it now, like, it doesn't look impressive at all to me. Though that is also just, like, my lack of understanding with, like, my lack of prowess with the technological feat of consoles. Yeah, no, well, just gaming systems in general. Nothing unusual here. Man, Dudley must really be made of certain stuff. He's got a full view of the stage, and yet he's completely unfazed. Yeah, another example of his iron will. This side looks good, but I think the officer assigned there has gotten a little preoccupied. We are in the middle of an Arc and CL play. Everyone's bound to be captivated. Check it out here, I believe. Then talk to you again. Blah blah blah. Well. What do we have here? Hiding on pastries again, are we? Are Ply's terrible habits truly Plies, I think. Terrible habits truly uncorrectable? Let's look at the whole off the precision. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, well, okay. That should be, I think. Nope, but I missed something then. Really, I didn't miss it? Oh. I missed something then. Oh, there we go, okay. And that's the end of the second act. Things are starting to heat up, aren't they? Was it simply a whim of the goddess, or perhaps a bit of mischief? To her surprise, the Sun Princess learned that the Moon Princess was not a stranger, but her younger sister, separated from her at a tender age. Unaware of this revelation, the Moon Princess faced her sister with a cold, hostile spirit. The distraught Sun Princess, concealing her true identity with the gown and mask of white, beckoned the Moon Princess to the forest ruins. It was there that the two sisters, pure in their youth, would secretly dance and play under the thick forest canopy. the third act is where things usually start turning around for the protagonists, right? The audience seems to be eating it up. I know I am. It's hard to see it play this marvelous, so it's more or less perfect. Is it really? Now if only it would end without incident. Sure, I hope so too. Even if it means that we don't catch the culprit, it would be for the best. Time to do the same thing again, boys! Let's go! Alright. Huh, it looks like even Dudley is interested in the play after all. Not that making him neglect his work. I can hardly blame him. I bet there isn't a soul that would be unmoved by one of the Arc-Concealed's performances. I thought I heard a loud thud coming from the dressing room earlier. Probably just my imagination. When I started to hear things, I bet it was just some loud sound effects from the performance. Oh, it's not there. Same dialogue there. I'm not sure why you have to examine that apparently in the first place, according to the guide. Nothing suspicious here. Officer aside, it looks like Ernst is paying real close attention to their perimeter. He'll stay on his toes, I know it. That should be it, I think. Oh, I missed something. Oh, I didn't look here yet, I believe. Things are starting to pick up. They are. Who could have guessed that the two princesses would be sisters? Where will the plot take us? No, we have to resist. Sorry, it's only too compelling. Oh my god, they're really trying to really hone this in, huh? We have to focus on patrolling. There we go. That's the end of the third act, finally, thank God. And now the final act begins. The dreadful conspiracy existed only to drive the young sisters apart. Despite knowing the sad truth, the sisters chose to compete against one another. Because after all, they were princesses. Dancing was their all, their everything. Only one of them could become the shrine princess. Carrying the will of the gods on their shoulders, their affection for one another so strong, they even fell in love with the same man. Oh shit. Their rivalry burned bright, with passion and understanding like Ra had never seen before. The two princesses, storing all this feeling in their hearts, then travel down to the Star Sanctuary, ready for their fated ceremony. Oh, good. Gee, thank Adios. It looks like the play is going to wrap up accident-free. And we didn't even notice anything suspicious during our patrols, too. Lloyd, Ellie, kinda make the whole thing seem pretty, not fun to play at all, and pretty, fruitless, as well. Lloyd, Ellie. Controller, please, stop fucking up on me. There we go. Give me 1 second, sorry about this, guys. I'm talking to someone. What's going on? Something wrong? Well, I see. One of the attendees has been behaving unusually for a while now, and we only just realized that she's not on our guest list. She isn't. Where is she? Up on the stairs on the right, in the back. She seems to be silently observing the S section seats. Got it. We'll check it out right away. Stay here and wait for our return to. Of course. Let's go up here. No way. Is that what I think it is? Oh darn it, why Duddles have to pick this spot to patrol? This was the perfect spot and to wait for my big scoop, and he is ruining it. He's totally gonna catch me once I start firing from a camera. Hey Grace. Whoa, Lloyd, and Ellie too? What in the world are you guys doing here? That's supposed to be my line. What are you doing here, Grace? You don't have a ticket, do you? Nope, but I have my reasons. I may have stuck in here using a trick up my sleeve, which was what exactly? Keep this a secret, will you? Long story short, I stepped in with the dry cleaning and voila, I was home free. Are you kidding me? Why do you have to go that far? Well, there's a simple explanation for that. You see, all the friggin' tickets got snatched up by the other CNS journalists. I decided to take a peek at the private show, but I was following another story at the time. Well, what was I supposed to do? Not watch it? That still doesn't make it right or legal. You're a real hassle, you know that? Come on, guys, we're all friends here. How about we go watch the rest of the play? It's finally reached a long way to climax, after all. If we don't see it, we may regret it for the rest of our lives. We could have just waited for the public show like a normal person. Besides, are you sure that's your only reason for sneaking in? You're not the one who sent the threat letter, are you? Threat letter? What the heck are you going on about? Hold on, I thought it was kind of strange to see Duddles patrolling the theater. Oh, it has to do with the letter, right? I don't think she's our culprit, Lloyd. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. I doubt even Grace would take things that far. Even me, eh? Isn't that sort of rude? Is it? You literally decided to sneak into a private performance for a big scoop. Well, that reminds me, you mentioned that you were following another story, right? What's it about? My lips are sealed. Wait a second, is the first division here because they're keeping tabs on him? Drat. I thought I was the only one to have picked up on it. Him. Are you referring to Yin? Oh, what the heck's a Yin supposed to be? Does it have something to do with that threat letter you're talking about? No, forget about it. Listen up, Grace. I'm going to need you to tell me everything you know. If you don't, I'm going to have to report you for trespassing. Whoa, Lloyd, isn't that a little cruel? You and I are buddies, right? Sure, but what we need now is some sort of clue, no matter how small it is. So please, Grace, tell us. Fine, you're serious, right? I'll spill the beans, but are you sure you want to talk about this in front of Ellie? Why would we not? There's something wrong with me being here? Oh, whatever. Just brace yourself, okay? The scoop I've been chasing involves a dark rumor about the mayor's secretary. What? You can't be serious. I think his name is Ernest. Either way, he's extremely dangerous with a capital D. He's supposedly been secretly embezzling funds from the mayor's office. And here's the kicker: he's been covertly scheming with the Imperial faction D8 members. You think he's trying to off the mayor? Nah, probably too far-fetched. Hey Lloyd, I just had a thought. If Grandfather were to be killed under these circumstances, the culprit could easily slip out during all the commotion, so long as no one witnesses the crime in action. But that's it. That's the plan. Whoa, wait up! Isn't this the police officer who was washing the box? It is! Hamada! What the hell are you doing here? What? We'll talk later, Ellie. We're going in. Let's hurry. Ernest, stop! Who goes there? Should have going Chad mode here. Damn it. Grandfather, where'd the pistol come from? What the hell is this? Huh. Who would have thought that you'd show up in a place like this? This must be the goddess's idea of a blessing. Ernest, why? Why do all this? I can't take the scene seriously. You were always here to support grandfather, so why? We're cut from the same cloth, Ellie. We're both really bland characters. You have no idea how fed up I am with Crossbell's sick situation. And in the end, the man only pursues true change when obeying the will of one stronger than himself. Okay. That's why I had to act. So that's the reason you impersonated Yin and sent the threat letter to Ilya. You made us believe that Yin was behind everything, all while plotting the mayor's assassination from behind the shadows. Damn it, so that's what's really going on. Have you enjoyed playing this game of yours? You may hail from the first division, but in the end you're just a 2-bit detective. Be it Ravesh, Heiwei, or even the real Yin, if he actually exists. They're nothing more than puppets dancing in the palm of my hand. Huh. You're just another arrogant bastard. Put the gun down, slowly. You can still get off with attempted murder, don't take it any further. Don't take it any further? Is that my line? Isn't that my line? The life of this old, naive man, the mayor of Crosswell State, I could end it with one swift pull of this trigger. Please stop this. Pulling the hostage card, are we? Surely, we don't want our dear Ellie to witness the moment of her grandfather's brains splatter on the floor, right? So how about you ingrates line up on the wall there and stay out of my way. I'm having trouble figuring out your plan. The moment you step out of this theater, there'll be nowhere to run. Shut it. Just do as I say. Damn it, you really have no idea. Good. You have ears after all. You know, she really could have. Now to hold up my end of the deal. Grandfather, hold it. You won't escape. Or is this really underwhelming chasing now? Oh boy. How is he moving so quickly? Randy, Tio, brace yourselves. Mayor McDowell's secretary is headed your way. He's your man. Take him down. Gotcha. We'll get him. Ernest, very well then. Fucking Chad Randy there. Hey, where do you think you're going? This man is the true culprit behind the series of events. Randy, Tio. Oh good. Oh goodness, you guys managed to catch him. Right, yeah, it was lights out for him as soon as I saw him pull out a gun. Good call. That aside, why have you joined forces with Four Eyes from the first division? Who do you think you're calling Four Eyes? Explain yourselves now. What is the meaning of all this? You've even brought backup. What exactly were you planning? Well, you see. The hell? You still move? As if I can be taken down so easily. I will be. I'll be the next mayor. Let's speak with Speaker Hartman on my side. What? With Speaker Hartman on my side, the next election will be a landslide. What? Zeit! Is that your damn mutt? A distinguished performance, Zeit. Oh, give me a break. Ruined by a literal glory hound, eh? No, that'll be my job. Where did she come from? We can never let our guard down. You again! It would kill you to comply with orders for once. Hand me a once. I'll definitely be. I'll be the next mayor! And that is one of the worst twists in, well, I call every twist one of the worst twists, but it's a really bad twist. Ernest is a character who, I mean, I could have certainly missed something, like, during one of, like, I could have certainly missed some dialogue somewhere, like, that alluded to this happening, but, but unless I missed something in the main story, like, during the dialogue and, like, during the main events, there was nothing at all that alluded to this happening, which makes it a really bad reveal in my opinion. Um, and just, you know, he has the classic trailed attitude of a really bland, annoying villain who just like shit talks, you know? Really, really unfortunate. Like, this chapter had potential to be really great, but but like that twist and this whole, like, the whole Threatler thing was honestly not that compelling to me at all. Jonah was a really annoying character in my opinion. The whole Stargaze Tower thing, they really kind of lacked in the dialogue there. Noelle should have had a lot more lines in my opinion. Ernest there, as I just said, really wasted character potential there. There was no need for us to do the 3 rounds for the patrol. That really killed the momentum, especially when nothing really happened except for like very brief character moments that didn't have to be during that did not have to be during three patrols. It's just like a really half-assed chapter in my opinion. Like, I hope my reasons sound legitimate and I'm not just like shit-talking for the sake of shit-talking, because I really believe this chapter could have been great, but I think it's the worst one we've seen so far, in my opinion. It's not a good murder mystery if you pull someone we haven't had any attention to even think about suspecting. Yeah, that's a big reason, right? Like, I mean, there could have certainly been some dialogue, like, from an NPC or something somewhere that I could have missed, that could have alluded to it, but something like that I think should really be at least hinted in the main story, right? And I mean, I could have missed that, you know, like, who knows, like I consider myself like a fairly proficient reader, right? But of course, you know, I miss shit, right? So like, there could have been dialogue there that, like, in the main, like, during the main story scenes that maybe could have hinted to it, but in my opinion, like, it just wasn't enough because I wasn't able to see it at all, right? I don't know. That was amazing. I'm thoroughly impressed as well. Grandfather, you're already awake, thank Adios. Yes, I'm perfectly fine, Ellie. It's unfortunately what just happened, but I still intend to experience the performance with my own 2 eyes. This is my way of paying respect to the wonderful people of Arkham CL. Grandfather, you honor us, sir. What a fucking chapter. The end there as well felt very, like, rushed and half-assed to me. Extra from the Crucible Times, a glamorous stage, and the intrigue behind it. A preview of Golden Sun, Silver Moon. The anticipated new stage show from Arkham CL has had its private performance. Ilya Platier captivated the audience from the moment the curtain rose with an acrobatic performance. Act 2 followed with the appearance of a hopeful new face, Rishia Mao, who stunned the audience with her mystique and expressive dancing. Together with the atmosphere that Ilya generated, the audience was delighted. I felt like I was witnessing the rebirth of Arkham CL. The public performance will surely be something to look forward to. The mayoral assassination's dagger. The mayoral assassin's dagger. Sorry. While the drama was unfolding on stage, a more real one unfolded behind the scenes, as the police discovered and foiled the attempted assassination of Mayor Henry McDowell in the balcony during the private performance. An official statement has been issued regarding the incident. The official word is that the suspect, Mr. Ernest Rice, I think it's Rice, I don't know, Race, McDowell's former top aide, arrived with the mayor to watch the performance. He smuggled a gun and dagger past security officials, then attempted to use them to assassinate the mayor. What motivations did he have? Man, I wish we knew that, huh? Mr. Race served as the mayor's top aide for many years and was known for his honest personality. Why did he commit this crime? In gathering evidence, we discovered that he had also illegally misappropriated mayoral funds and had connections with specific representatives. Jeez. Like, he wanted to be mayor, right? Like, we know that, but like, is that all? Like, is that it to like his character there? I don't know. Oh, that's the German word for rice? Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Additional evidence suggests he planned to run for the next mayoral election, and it is speculated that he committed the crime to try to obtain the political position himself, because that makes a really compelling a really compelling character who appears during the same chapter he gets caught in, right? However, the police have taken over the investigation, and so the true motives will likely remain confidential. Behind the suspect's arrest, Crossbow police learned. Wait, what? Crossbow police learned aware of the. That's a weird sentence. Crossbow police learned aware of the assassination plot in advance. Subsequently deploying a security team inside the theater, the team was fooled by the suspect's clever diversion. However, the newly commissioned Special Support Section, conducting their own independent investigation, were able to thwart Mr. Rice's plot and save the mayor. Oh, Mr. Rice's plot and save the mayor. A detective from the First Investigative Division said, "No comment. I cannot divulge more than what has been publicly disclosed." After the incident, Mayor McDowell decided to take a vacation. Even though he wasn't permanently injured, the stress on his mind and his body was immense. So he made this decision in consideration of his old age, stated a public relations officer. "We are glad the mayor is safe and sound, but it is so far unclear how long the break will be. The anniversary festival is approaching, and all of us at the newspaper pray for his quick return to duty." How does killing the mayor make him the mayor? You mean? I guess like he would be out of the running. I don't know. I don't know, man. Well, I honestly forget, like, because they were saying how the mayor like wanted to retire. Well, no, he wanted to retire, right? So like he wanted to retire. So why would killing the mayor help with that if he wasn't going to run again, right? Like, I think he said he was. Well, I think we heard that he was going to retire, right? Like from Ellie or something. I believe so. I could be wrong there. Like streaming it, like I don't like I absorb the info really well because I'm reading through it, but there's still a lot of dialogue. Either way, though, I think it's a really bad twist in my opinion. Yikes! Things really got out of hand. Most of regardless of if it made sense to kill the mayor or not, the fact that his character just like did that shit like out of nowhere in this chapter is like really bad. Most of the public should be in an uproar by now, right? Considering that the Major was almost assassinated at the debut of Arkansas's new show, yes, I would imagine so. It's the ultimate scandal. We can at least take comfort in the fact that Mayor McDowell is getting a lot of support from the citizenry. But surely the name of the Imperial faction, the member that Ernest had ties to, will make the papers, right? Yeah, it'll probably be censored. Besides, wasn't this whole thing the product of that security lunatic going wild against his boss? Yeah, maybe so. There really wouldn't be any benefit to assassinating the mayor as far as the Imperial faction's concerned. On the other hand, they might spin it against the Republican faction due to their connections with Heiwei and Yin. You might be onto something there. Pardon the interruption, but don't you think that Ernest was acting sort of strange? It was as if he lost his sanity, or perhaps lost control would be more appropriate. No, I was thinking the same thing. Either way, I can't help but wonder what happened after the First Division took over the investigation. Well, as for Ernest, he's in a state of total shock and can't even speak properly. Chief, you're back. Sergey, you really are a really, bad character. Oh my god, you really didn't... Like, Sergey, like, I wish he had more of a presence, but he's really just, like, kinda there. Like, Sarah is eons better than this guy. I don't think it's even fair to compare the two, because Sarah, like, she's immediately compelling from the get-go, right? And like, she has a very, like, at least to me, right? Like, she had a very inviting personality for her character. Sergey, for his role, he is just kind of there, and, like, I don't get why he doesn't, like, they don't show him more for what his role is. Like, it's really, it's a real waste of potential. Like, if they want, like, if the purpose of that is to make the main cast seem more mature by not relying on them too often, that's a really terrible. That's honestly a really bad reason, because they could go about that in so many other ways, you know. Like they couldn't, like they could have definitely. They could still, like, they should have still. There, I can't speak. They should still show more of Sergei through like other scenes, right? Like, I don't know why they just, like, he's just kind of there. Like, am I supposed to care about this guy? God. Shira, oh yeah, Shira was also really great as well. I did like her a lot. I do wish Shira had more screen time in Sky, but for the time that she's on screen, like it's like very valuable screen time for her. Like, she does really well. But Sergei, on the other hand, is pretty awful. You're saying he's so messed up that they can't even interrogate him? Yep, since they weren't making any progress with him, they decided to go ahead and chuck him in the clink. Last I heard, they thought of calling in a church counselor or asking if someone from the St. Ursula would examine him. Yeah, that would help. That aside, you four have become quite the celebrities, haven't you? While I was at the department today, I got to witness the Fox showering with the SS with praises. Boy, you should have heard him. You know, I really would have loved to see that scene, you know, instead of just telling us about it. The deputy director complimenting us. I find that hard to picture. Deputy Jackass decided to flatter us. I'm thrilled. Hey, it wasn't only him. The entire force had something good to say about you guys. Actually, I take that back. The first division didn't really say much, but I'm sure that their opinion of the SSS is a bit higher now. Show some cheer. You've earned it. Yeah, we'll try. But how can we be happy at a time like this? Yeah, try to think about it. Try to think about how Elle is feeling right about now. Oh, Ellie, you know, I would care about you if, you know, if you actually showed, like, real character. You know, this could have been a really good, you know, emotional scene where we sympathize and pity Ellie, you know, like, really bad, like, really unfortunate, series of events, you know. But alas, it's Ellie, so, you know, it's really hard to feel anything at all. Seriously. Tomorrow's far too early for you to return to work. The grandfather is honestly more interesting than her. It's something more than a bruise and a minor sprain. 5 days of rest has been more than enough. Worry not, for I have recharged my batteries. This isn't a joke, grandfather. Think about everything that's happened, please. You no longer have Ernest, and you could have died. Don't you think you've earned more than 5 days of rest? You may feel so, but the anniversary festival draws near. Duty calls, so I cannot fall behind. I can't abandon my role as Crossbelt mayor over a minor spat like this. A minor spat? Grandfather, are you not in pain? Are you not mortified? Ernest was like a son to you, yet he betrayed you. So why? Why do you continue? If I told you what happened, didn't shock me, I would be lying through my teeth. So I'm sure you've heard, Ernest has been long embezzling public funds from under our noses. Now, I believe that they did tell us about him embezzling funds prior to the twist. I believe so. Like even prior to Grace, I believe they did. But is that really, like, enough? I don't think it is. Like, personality and attitude-wise, like, he didn't really show anything. You know, like, it didn't really feel rewarding at at all to learn who was trying to kill him. You know, who was trying to kill the mayor, right? As I'm sure you've heard, Ernest has long been embezzling public funds from under our noses. Perhaps his actions cause extreme stress, and being trapped in his own mind caused him to go berserk. I would love to hear a monologue from him about that, instead of him just yelling about how he wants to be mayor. I do believe I bear some responsibility for not taking notice in the first place. Grandfather. Nevertheless, I am a politician. I have sworn to serve Crossbell's stay in the present and future. No matter what happens, it's my duty to uphold that oath and lead the city. That is a self-imposed commitment. I truly apologize, Ellie. Much like 10 years ago, I was unable to stop your father, Ryan. Not only that, but my own daughter, your mother, left you behind, and I wish they would expand on that. And despite being powerless, I continue to fulfill the role of mayor as I always do. Surely you must despise me, right? There's no way that could ever be true. You're my hero, grandfather. I occasionally keep in touch with mother and father. It may be heartbreaking, but I know I can overcome it. And, you know, why don't they show scenes of her talking to her mother and father? My god. Ellie, I originally joined the police because I wished to tell people in my own way. And I thought this different approach would be a good way for me to help Crossbell too. However, now that Ernest is no longer at your side, I was thinking I should retire from the police and assist. Spare me the nonsense! Grandfather. If you truly regret the path you chose, then surely you would have returned home immediately. However, such was not the case, correct? Imagine how insulting it would be to turn your back on the road you've taken. To your colleagues, to me, and above all, to yourself. You need not be concerned about me. After all, I have more than a single secretary, and if necessary, I shall seek Helmer's assistance. However, my plan to retire as mayor seems to have been delayed, though. Well, I suppose I've got another 5 years until I'm able to comfortably retire. Therefore, Ellie, you must continue the path you've chosen. At least until you've become satisfied with all you've accomplished. I believe an old man like myself has no better encouragement to give you, grandfather. Not to mention, can you say more, Ellie? Like, oh my god. Not to mention, if you all hadn't intervened, I likely wouldn't be sitting here right now. Stand proud, Ellie, of what you do and how you've grown. For we shall continue to shine even brighter and reach new heights. Much like Arkansas's new play. Ah, yes, grandfather. I, Ellie McDowell, will return to my post tomorrow and strive to make Crossbell a better place. God, they had the opportunity to give Ellie more interesting lines there, but she just said grandfather like 10 times. Oh my god. Oh, you truly saved me, I appreciate it. If the situation were to progress any further down the rabbit hole, it would have gotten quite messy. That was quite close. That was quite a close call. We were almost suspected of attempting to assassinate the mayor. No, thanks to your connections within the Republican faction, the leader of the Imperial faction, Spear Hartman, was luckily the one to utter my name to that secretary. It's likely that he learned of it through Ravacious Don Marconi. Seems kind of contrived, but alright. Yes, I'm inclined to agree. I must say, I wasn't expecting the secretary to go so far as to plan an assassination. Even so, there is no mistaking that his objective was to harm the Republican faction's reputation through us. Huh, a truly problematic city. Putting that aside, do not lump us together. It's particularly irritating. Oh dear, how cold you are. Well, no matter. Our ties with the members of the Republican faction can be severed at a moment's notice. And as we previously discussed, Heiwei's counteroffensive will launch after the festival. We'll leave the operation on the festival's final day in your hands, Master Yen. Very well. It's time for me to take my leave. Huh, ever the elusive phantom, are we? Time. What exactly is it time for, I wonder? This fucking dumb jumping sound effect, I swear to god. Oh my god, it can't be! It's Risha! What a twist! You're early, Risha. Ilya. What? You looking forward to practice that badly? Jeez, and I call myself a dance freak. Were you always this dedicated? I'm still nowhere near your level, and I doubt I ever will be. You say that, but your actions paint a different picture. You were just as excited for that private performance as I was. And come on, Risha, your acting is top-notch. You finally become a genuine rival for yours truly. It's gonna come from a mile away. Really? Well, it's true or not, I still owe everything to you, Ilya. You showed me the light, opening my eyes to a path strength from the one I inherited. Though I suppose I should be grateful to those for this time. Yeah? Don't worry about it, it's nothing. You plan to practice up until the third act today, right? I'll do my best to keep up with you. Oh, you sure you go for it? Well, who am I to turn down a challenge, especially from you? Alrighty then, until it's time for the public performance, I'll improve the scene a hundred times over. Follow me, Rikia. Of course. And that's the end of Chapter 2, Golden Sun, Silver Moon. 7th class, ooh, nice. We got Ingenuity Quartz, cool. Let's do a quick save. Alright, so Chapter 2 of Trails from Zero. Let me take a quick drink first. Yeah, that's also a that's a really good point as well with the name of the chapter alluding to Rishia being in like she had the title for the Silver Moon and Yin means silver in the East. What do you know? Honestly, like I don't think I don't think that was a bad twist. Like that was well yeah from CS2 yeah, but like not counting like future knowledge of the series, I think that was honestly like the best twist in this. Like I think that was the best part of this game so far is the Rishia reveal because there were honestly some pretty clever breadcrumbs. I think in my opinion, like I think the name of the chapter being that way was kind of a dead giveaway, but you only see the name of the chapter like when you're saving and when you start it, right? So like, like I think it was a good enough hint, right? Like it wasn't in your face. And also Yin being silver, they do mention it like I think a bit too often, but I think it was like it's not a bad. I don't think it's a bad twist. I did kind of enjoy it honestly. My first time playing through, but aside from that, I think this is the worst chapter in Trails from Zero, like hands down. I thought the prologue and chapter 1 were both pretty bad. And I thought the quality would at least increase like a bit from this chapter onwards, but I think it's kind of worse because um, I feel like this chapter more than the past ones are have a lot more missed opportunities for good characterization and conversations. I talked about like all about Ernest just now and how terrible of a twist that was. Um, I have no idea why that is the way it is. Like it felt very very contrived, very forced, very and like honestly, more than that, like the worst sin of that twist was how I just didn't really like care. Like oh, haha, that's kind of well, I did find it kind of funny because of how like terrible it was, but like I didn't find myself shocked or intrigued by that twist. I just felt like oh that's kind of dumb. Okay, sure. And Ernest's dialogue also did not really help it in the slightest. He had very very bland, one dimensional, just like ranty dialogue that did not make me care for what he was doing at all. Which is a pretty big crossbow problem. Like every villain in crossbow has that same issue, and you'll see more as we go along. Like they're very very one dimensional, and the few intriguing aspects of them that exist are just like pushed to the side, and they just like shit talk you. It's like oh, it's just really unfortunate. Like this, like also I found Ilya. Honestly, Ilya, I didn't find her to be bad. I find her to be inoffensive. Like I didn't care about her at all. Like like um she did kind of like I do dislike how she hugged Lloyd there at the beginning, like because as I've said prior throughout this whole stream series so far, the harem antics in Crossbell are extremely egregious and pretty off putting for the Trail series as a whole, because people like to blame Cold Steel for it, right? With like little to no evidence, because people like to shit on Cold Steel, right? But in Cold Steel, right, it's rarely ever like full on like physical it's rarely ever like physically touching, right? Like full on full on like that. Like the most it ever really is in Cold Steel is just like a fucking head pat, right? And like that's all it is. Plus, Lloyd gets teased about it far more often than Rain, and the manner in which it is done is honestly in this game it's incredibly more egregious in this game than it is in Cold Steel. Like in Cold Steel, I didn't like I rarely ever found the harem antics in that game to be to be that intrusive, because the characters in that game feel far more mature. Well, not even that. They feel far more human in that game than they do in this game, right? Like in this game, the characters feel very like it's kind of disturbing a little bit, like because they all feel like they have like a plastered on personality to like fit the situation, if that makes sense. Like they don't feel like they're their own character, right? Like which really like kind of like it frustrates me, but it also really like disturbs me, because it's like, did Falcom really have that much trouble trying to write this game? Like I don't know, man. Like it's just really upsetting to me as all. Like especially coming from Cold Steel, where the character writing is just really on point, and you really care for most, if not all, the cast in that game. Well, in the saga entirely, honestly. In this game, it's like, oh, let's not show you characters. Let's not like they do not show the main cast bonding at all, other than investigations, which is not enough, honestly. Like it's like especially with how close they all appear to be and how well they work together, the amount of time that they show the main cast is far too short. They have to show a lot more. And I'm not sure if that's part of the. And I'm not sure if part of that is due to the is due to it being on the PSP or what. But either way, like it's a really grave sin, because this is a very character centric JRPG. Like in the JRPG genre, you really have to give the characters spotlight and really hone in on them, right? Like make the player care about them, right? But this game just never achieves that. Like I feel like it doesn't even try to do it, right? Like, well, no, it tries. It tries, because it talks about like these scenes, like, oh, like it talks about like all of these things they did, like, oh, we cooked and we cleaned and we and Zeit saved those kids from the car crash thing, right? Like they have like a bunch of scenes where they oh jeez, they have a bunch of scenes, right, where they talk about them like bonding and doing this and that, and they just never show it, right? Like I'm not sure why they can't just show it and not just tell us, right? Like I just don't get why they don't do that. The quests are honestly as bad as I recall them being. Like none of the quests in this game so far have been good, in my opinion. They've all been very stale, and like honestly, like I think like the one that could have been far more better would have was the one where you trained the testaments. That one had pretty good potential, but it just kind of like fell through. But yeah, honestly, like I'm just like really like I'm disliking this game more than when I initially played it like years ago, and I think I gave the game a lot more slack back then because of the really inept trans because of the very inept translation of it. And now that we have a really good translation of this game, right? Like it's really bringing the problems they had to further light, you know. Um, Now chapter 3. Now I do recall chapter 4 being quite bad, and that's like the last full-fledged chapter, I believe. I don't recall what happens in chapter 3 at all. I forget chapter 3 entirely. So maybe the game will finally get good. Who knows? Anyway, I've ranted on for long enough here. I'm gonna end things off here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for some more of Trails from Zero. See you guys later. Have a fantastic day, and goodbye.